What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Joe. It's an aromaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Divine.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Stay alert.
Phew!
This song's for you. Keep up!
Criminal.
You can't run!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Try that again! Here!
Turn it up! That's it.
You can't run!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Yeah!
Try that again!
That's better.
Keep up!
You can't run!
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
Treason.
Naughty child. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better. Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock! My turn! Phew! Try that again!
Let's go. Yeah!
You can't run!
That's it.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
This song's for you. Turn it up.
Tough luck running into me!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
That's better.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Done. Next.
What was that?
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships. We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth.
Then please, Master. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you? Absurd! I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately.
I know you still have many questions for...
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Concerned about me? I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he forced... Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going. Cienjo's Stellaron Diviner Fu was surprised too. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never... We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, in the future. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Lafu. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook, the destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle, proportions that neither, you know.
Hey, Lorcha! You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were...
There is no true...
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
You... Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's... What do you know?
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to...
I've heard... But for some reason, every life has its limit. Even the eons are not truly immortal, and will eventually...
Let me... Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Was that the wind?
Want to see what I can do?
I've no interest in conflict.
You bloom.
Don't your hands hurt?
Receive divinity.
You're the best.
Repay. Eternal the dead return!
Let me through. Dodge this. Take this. Rise, Venus!
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt. Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go. Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death, revealed in the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Want to see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
Bloom, don't worry about me.
Eternals the dead return!
Let me through! Dodge this!
I'll receive divinity.
Fighting is meaningless.
Want to see what I can do? Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay.
My motor.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet.
Don't worry, miss. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances.
Curious.
How? Oh, what kind of...
Abundance.
As a judge in the employ of I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron. If it hadn't been for a...
Strange.
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Are you kidding? I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the... These names were once and currently 1, 2. So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process. As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaosher and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, they received the blessing that did indeed prevent death, the Ambrosial Arbor. But immortality turned out to be a curse for the Cienjo. That's when the Hunt appeared, firing an arrow and felling the Ambrosial Arbor. Ever since, the Alliance... What do you think? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would... Hold on. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash? I see a future full of potential. Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
Such extraordinary energy.
Mr. Yang, do you...
Yes.
This is our chance.
My turn!
Turn it up!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traitors have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve. thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the Arbor's resurrection.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
General,
Well?
you're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traitors have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
That massive tree has suddenly sprung.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Law Fu? Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis. As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission Delve.
Under... my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron. Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line. This is no order, honored guests. I'm merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The hexagram was right. The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define. I had long anticipated it.
Huh? She's not angry? Is there anyone that isn't 2 steps ahead of us around here?
Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the Ambrosial Arbor. From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, I'm afraid the Stellaron spirits may have plunged it into a deeper crisis than we first feared. To make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been plotting this for a long time. And now they're using the location to their advantage. I must take action as soon as possible. He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way. I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go careful.
Wait! Master Diviner! Can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for?
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
locked gate. Time for the old dilemma. Break in or climb over.
A warm reminder, benefactors, that the Artisanship Commission is as important to the Xianzhou as the Divination Commission. Our law states that trespassing into the Artisanship Commission can result in a prison sentence of between 300 to 500 years. Serious violations may result in exile on a barren planet, thousands of light years away. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm simply suggesting you ask the craftsmen to see if they can provide an insider like Qingche to guide you. It seems more than a little reckless to charge in when we don't know what's ahead of us.
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us? Your clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just tourists. Sorry this crisis came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? The Luofu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission. Nobody's in the mood for jokes, miss.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. It was way too dangerous in there. Please, if you plan on living a little longer, don't go in there. There's been some kind of botanical disaster. It was like an ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. The whole commission is being destroyed. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from? The worst thing is, my master is still inside. Master Gongshu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project. When the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
Is research data more important than life? I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized, he'd already vanished. Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, take this jade seal with you. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound, if anything happens to him.
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is our...
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
Let's go. I think this conversation's run its course. Botanical disaster? It must be the ambrosial arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the ambrosial arbor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
Upon commission grounds your feet do tread. Leave from whence you came, or soon be dead. Dead. Stay away. If you come any further, I'll not spare you.
Hold on. Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me. Just passing
Told
by.
ya I could fight.
Stumbled in, door wide open. Within commission grounds today was sown. An evil spun by hands unseen, unknown. No longer. If the security mechanisms didn't teach you a Golden cloud toad, illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up. I raised you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends? I want compensation.
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
How do you know my name, child? Does the reputation of Gongshu Liang, the smelter extraordinaire, precede one?
This guy's pretty deluded for a master.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu. We'd like you to show us the way, Master Gongshu.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about those things. Easy to fix. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession, the Creation Furnace. It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots, it was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. I fear approaching it is tantamount to suicide. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the furnace. I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly that you could save the Artisanship Commission from this crisis. Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Pray you in repayment aid my plight. Come on, through here. Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting screen. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates in ways that laymen wouldn't understand. Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every star skiff soon shall woe betide!
You sure? Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not...
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but... through earth and air, the wretched branches boiled. The shifting screen entangled thence and coiled. How observant. The Commission is more than a match. This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Lumenflux Pixis. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly powerful, but...
Let me guess. Limited range.
Every light has its shadow. But this is more than enough to... And then... ignite! Fire beats wood! There's no...